Hey guys, Brett here, co-founder and CEO here at Dineline. And if you're new to our channel here, if you're new to maybe seeing me anywhere online, if this is the first video you've seen of us, I wanted to give you a little bit of context about myself and our company here, Dineline. So we have been in the restaurant business for about 10 years. We've serviced about 2,000 brands nationwide, and we love what we do. We help restaurants grow and scale their business in multiple ways, but mainly through digital customer acquisition. And one thing we've also noticed since working in the restaurant industry is the changes in food over the last 10 years and the changes in diets of Americans over the last 10 years. And so in this video today, I wanted to kind of explain our vision as a company and how it's evolved over time, and talk about all the things that are potentially going to happen if we don't solve some of these problems in our country and also worldwide. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. So in this video today, again, I want to describe to you guys how we want to help create a transparent and healthy restaurant industry. And this is, again, our vision essentially for a better future. Okay, so our mission as a company is to create tools that foster transparency and growth within the restaurant industry. And what does that mean exactly? Well, it means essentially three different things for us. Number one, we ensure transparency in our marketing strategies and tools, demonstrating efficacy and advancing growth of the brands we collaborate with. So for us as an agency, we always want to have transparency when it comes to that our marketing dollars are actually working for the brands we work with, right? Too many restaurant owners come to us because they don't know how to see this. They can't even track that when they spent money on Instagram or anywhere else, that it actually led to a sale and a customer walking through their doors. So working with us means you get full transparency. Number two, we provide guests with transparent access to comprehensive information about the brands they choose to dine at, empowering them to learn and explore to their fullest. So one thing that we also really want to strive to do as a company, and we always strive to do, is we want to find a way so that guests can trust the restaurants they choose to dine at, right? Too many times we've heard about restaurants claiming to be healthy brands, then to discover their food is just covered in seed oils, right? That's not a very transparent environment for anyone, right? And then number three, we enhance transparency by deepening the connection between guests and restaurants. And this is something I'm extremely excited about because we'll be launching an app towards the end of the year that is going to be a social app connecting restaurant owners and guests. And so essentially, guys, our goal here as a restaurant agency is we want to create a more transparent world within the restaurant space. We want to foster a more connected relationship between guests and the restaurants they love to eat at, which also means obviously more profits and growth for our clients that partake in this. So let's talk about our true vision here. Really, it's to save Americans from the food problem in America, all right? And we're really excited to see that as of recently, RFK Jr. actually teamed up with Trump. And I love this new tagline of theirs, make America healthy again. We are way behind this, guys, and we are all excited about it. So it's actually a pretty interesting partnership, right? And it's been very interesting for us as a company to see, but I love RFK Jr. for this kind of stuff. I love what he preaches about, the problems of the food in America, all the problems that we're seeing on a daily basis, and the things he wants to propose, we're really in support of. And so for those who maybe aren't so aware of the topic, let's talk about how serious this problem actually is. It is a lot worse than you think, okay? So we see that statistics on obesity over America is that over 40% of adults and 90% of children are obese. This does not mean they're a little bit overweight. This means they are obese. They are way overweight. They are extremely unhealthy. Mental health impact. Poor diet is also linked to a 25 to 35% increase in depression. As of today, Americans are dumber, more depressed, and fatter than they've ever been in history. Pretty scary, right? Why is it happening? Right? Well, it's the food. Obesity-related healthcare costs in the US are estimated to be about $190 billion annually. That's a big number and a scary one, okay? And if you hadn't known this before, well, obesity can reduce your life expectancy by 14 years. It's a serious problem that we really want to help fix. So moving on, why is this happening? There's been a massive increase in the consumption of seed oils, right? The rise in the consumption of seed oils and their high omega-6 fatty acid content leads to inflammation and chronic diseases. Oh, what do you know? And guess what? Seed oils are in pretty much everything you eat today in the restaurant space. They're everywhere. And why? Well, because it's incredibly cheap. It's a lot cheaper than olive oil, it's cheaper than butter. So restaurants are using it. But restaurant owners typically aren't even aware of how bad this is or how much damage they're causing their guests. Food processing. The role of food processing in diminishing nutritional value and increasing health risks. How many times you go to the market now and you look at the back of any box and it's got like not 2 or 3 or 4 different ingredients, but like about 100 different things, right? It's kind of insane. And then this dietary shift that we've seen a shift from animal fats to seed oils. Again, less butter, more seed oils. It's causing a big problem. So why is this also happening, right? Well, what's going on? Well, Americans spend more times on their phone than they ever have in history as well. Americans spend about 4 hours and 25 minutes a day on their cell phones. Overall, the average American will spend 2 months, which is 65 days on their phones in 2023. Oh my God. And the average American now checks their phones about 144 times per day. Now, here's the problem though too, is these big media companies, they're not talking about this. In fact, they're hiding a lot of these stories. And so this news about this stuff doesn't get out, doesn't at all. Something also that we'd like to fix. So what does the future look like if we don't fix some of these problems? Well, obesity and mental health are going to be out of control. By 2030, nearly half of US adults are projected to be obese. So we're going to be moving from 40 to 50, meaning 1 in 2 people are not just fat, but very fat. This rise in obesity is also expected to contribute to an increase in mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, reaching again an all-time high. Food industry trends. The industry will boost GMO food production using advanced genetic engineering to create more resilient crops. This is not necessarily so good for you or our environment, and we're pushing a lot of it, right? And then phone and AR. AR can enhance dining experiences by providing nutritional information and healthier choices. This is the kind of stuff that we want to help partake in more in a little bit. Okay, so how can we help, right? Why am I talking about this as the owner of a restaurant marketing agency, and how does this apply to anyone in our space, right? Well, number one, we want to start educating people about what's actually going on through videos like this, through a lot of our other pieces of content, and through our app launching at the end of the year. And we believe we can educate users and at least provide information on what they're eating. Well, potentially, if that happens, we might be able to change their orders, right? We don't want to say you can or can't do something. We just want to make sure that people are informed. That's it. And so if people are informed, maybe they start changing their orders. If we start changing the orders, maybe we can stop the distribution and the demand of these food items, AKA seed oils and processed foods, right? And if we can do that, well, then hopefully, just maybe, we can make America healthier again. And again, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to just update everyone, whether you know us or you don't know us, about really where we're going as a company and certain values that are important to us. And for those who are interested in getting involved, if this video resonated with you at all, we'd love you to join our platform. We have this app coming at the end of the year. We'll be announcing this very soon about the plans to launch our app at the end of the year, and we're very excited to have you join. But otherwise, also, feel free to also reach out to us. We'll have a link below this video if you'd like to become an ambassador of this platform. We'll be recruiting a ton of ambassadors over the course of the year, people that want to get involved, people that also want to make some extra money as well. So if you do want to get involved in other levels, again, look below this video. There's going to be a number of links highlighting all the ways you can get involved. And then even lastly, just joining our email list, following our YouTube channel here, and following other social pages. But without further ado, again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.